to the way you move, but I hate all the things you do, like bad habits. And I don't wanna wait around for something new. I'm addicted to the way you move, but I hate all the things you do, like bad habits. All the things you do, like bad habits.
Alrighty, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed that little bit of unboxing kind of style video. I haven't done one before. Maybe I'll do more of those in the future. Anyway, apologies in advance if it sounds a little bit weird. I am recording audio over here, but we are in a new room. Actually moved apartments not too long ago, and there's not much in here, so there's a little bit of echo. There's a lot of echo in here. There's a good amount of reverb, so sorry in advance if it doesn't sound too good. I'm doing my best to keep it as close to clean as I possibly can. However, anyways, we'll just hop right into it. Today we're talking about the Razer Chroma Nommo. Nommo Chroma. It's a weird name. So the first question with these speakers off the bat is, why didn't I get legit studio monitoring speakers? And I have a few reasons for that. I was looking at some Pioneer studio monitors. I was looking at a few other ones, like the bookshelf looking boxy ones, and there's all, crazy good reviews about a whole lot of those, but they just don't look as good as I would want them to look on my setup. And I wouldn't be using those speakers just for editing videos. I would want to use it for just general media consumption, and I also have my Xbox on my desk. The only other thing that I really didn't like about those bookshelf speakers, like the boxy looking ones, was I wanted my speakers to be elevated up off the ground, and I didn't want them just sitting there. Like, of course you can get a base or a stand to put them on, but a lot of those seem to have had mixed reviews, and I just honestly, I wanted to find speakers that had them built in and had pretty decent reviews. So that's where these guys came in. The first thing that caught my eye about these speakers, besides the RGB on the bottom, of course, was the fact that they were elevated off the ground, and that was something that I was looking for probably on my top 3 checklist for sure. They don't articulate, so keep that in mind if this is something you're looking into. They don't swivel up and down. They're fixed. They're not going to move. They're nicely built. They're made out of plastic. However, I mean, I don't imagine that would be much of a con, considering that you're not really supposed to be moving them around that much, but they're not poorly built. It's plastic, but it's a nice plastic. It's not, going to be breaking on you anytime soon. 3.5-inch drivers on the front, and they're like a woven glass Kevlar or something like that. And they actually sound quite nice. Of course, they are speakers and they're designed to put sound out there. So yeah, you want your speakers to look good. I want my speakers to look good. They look incredible. I think they're probably some of the best looking ones out there, besides probably the Logitech MX speakers. However, they are speakers and they should sound good, considering that these speakers cost about $150. So in reality, how does it sound? Again, I am no audiophile, I'm no sound expert, but to me, just someone who's looking to do a little bit of media consumption, but then also edit some videos on there, they sound great to me. So something that I really love about these speakers is that it has a built-in DAC. The non-Chroma version doesn't have the built-in DAC. The Chroma version does. So what that means is that it has an output via USB. So I have one plugged into my USB hub right here underneath my desk, and then it also has an aux output, which I have plugged into my monitor, which is then running to my Xbox. If you play a lot of Royale games, PUBG, Apex, Fortnite, you can pick up on sounds, footsteps all over the place. For me personally, being a really big PUBG fan, and now I'm starting to get a little bit into Apex, it's super nice being able to just have that there and just kind of be a little bit more immersed in the audio. In PUBG, games like that, it's kind of important to pay attention to your sounds and what's going on around you. It could be the difference between getting lit up and then losing the match. So as you probably hear me say in just about every tech review I do, no piece of tech is 100% perfect and not going to check all of the boxes that you might want. So let's hop into the cons of these speakers. So in reality, if you're looking for something that's going to be solely for video editing and you want it to have really clean, precise, and legit audio, I wouldn't say that these are bad, but there's plenty of other options out there that are probably more professional than this and would probably do you better. So the only other thing with these speakers that I really wish that they had done differently is its cable management and where the cables are located. So the right speaker is obviously the main speaker. It has cables already coming from the base of the speaker themselves, which are 2 cables, and then up on the top where the DAC is located on the rear end of the speaker. I feel like it would have been nicer to have that on the front end so it was easier access. However, if you wanted to cable manage it better, I can understand why having it on the rear is a bit better. But what I wish they would have done instead of that, even more, was have all the cables coming out from one location. So for $150, I feel like they're a pretty good deal. They work for me. Again, there are those few little things that there just is always with any piece of tech, but they're pretty awesome. I mean, for $150 to be able to use it plugged into your Xbox via USB and an aux cable to whatever else you want to do, or vice versa, there's a lot of flexibility to use these with pretty much anything you want. And I mean, I don't know, they just look sweet, which that was the other half that I was really looking for, was to have something that looked really good and clean on my desk setup, and I'm super happy with it. They look like spaceships. But anyways, that's pretty much it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, consider subscribing, hit the like button. If you didn't like it, you know which button works. There will be a desk video soon, a desk setup video. I'm still just getting a few last things that I really want to get until it's literally my dream desk setup. So we'll get there eventually, but I think that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Yeah, that's pretty good.